What's happening, everybody? Jay Shock Blast here, and in ending that is so apropos with my experience with this game, I will not be getting 100% completion for Lego The Hobbit. As you can see, I have almost everything right across the board. I am literally missing one mithril brick. As you can see, 11 plus 238 is 249. And I'm missing one red brick and one character. So all those together are because this quest right here, Hide and Seek in Lake Town, right here, where you see this circle of studs, there were some kids that play hide and seek, and you go find them. Well, I completed the quest, and normally when you complete the quest, I brought back the third person, and when they got there, normally the girl would go to her cutscene and sing her little song about how you won, and then give you the brick. Well, it did nothing. It brought him back. This little circle that was in front of her went away, and the kids just sat there for a second. So I walked back over here, over to the fast travel, and I fast traveled back to this location, and they're gone. Completely. And I don't have credit for completing the quest. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point, because it sounds like they're gone forever, and they're not giving me my brick. And if I fast travel all the way back over, there's literally nothing anywhere on this map for me to do. Nothing. Not during the day, not during the night. Actually, I take that back. There is one thing left to do, and that is a red brick, which is all the way on the other side of the map. No quests whatsoever. Nothing. It's just this one right here, which gives me my red brick, morning mining. So that's for the mithril pickaxe. So nothing through the whole thing. If I fast travel over to Bree to go to the blacksmith, he's going to tell me I'm missing a brick. And I'm so mad about this right now. I literally gave up an entire day of my life yesterday to try to get this done. And I didn't do it because I wanted to. I did it because, alright, so yes, I sort of wanted to, but I wanted to so I could be done with it. So that I could make the last couple of videos I needed to make and not have to worry about this game anymore. The game has been probably, as far as I'm concerned, the worst Lego game that they've made. As far as glitches and stuff like that, there's always a few glitches, but this game has been pathetic in that regard. And my biggest frustration is that I'm not going to ever be able to unlock this dude right here, Gimli or Gimli, whatever he's called. I think this is the last guy you unlock. He's the blacksmith, and you have to get him by getting all 250 bricks and being able to buy the last red brick. And I'm not going to be able to do that because Telltale or Traveler Tale had to push out another game, super fast, and they're getting greedy. That's all I can attribute it to. I've already made one video about the fact that this game freezes constantly, and it's been better. They just did an update, which they don't generally have to do, but I'm not playing this game over again. Fuck that. I just invested 60 hours into this game, and now that I have reached the end, the literal last quest, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. This is absolute horseshit. Like, I don't, like, I could have done so many other things yesterday if I knew this is the way it was going to end and not worried about it. Like, I wanted to make my top 10 favorite characters video, which I'm still going to do. I wanted, most of all, one of my most successful videos from the Marvel videos was my video, showing off every character in the game. And that video was just as successful in Lego the Movie. So obviously I want to be able to do that, but now I can't because I can't get that last character. Not only that, but if I go to my achievements, there's like a bunch of achievements I can't get now because I'm stuck. Like literally the worst. So I probably could have got 1,000 on this. I'm not gonna be able to complete all the quests. I'm not gonna be able to collect all the mithril bricks. So that's 45 points. I'm not gonna be able to forge all these items. That's 50, 70 points. I'm not gonna be able to do this one. That's puts me 95. I can still do this if I really feel like it, which I right at this point don't give a shit. I'm not gonna get this. I can't get 100% completion. So yeah, and I can't get this. Collect all the Merry Gathering, collect all characters. So there's literally like 160 points worth of achievements that I cannot get now. And I know that's not the end of the world for most people, but, I'm an achievement whore. Look at that. I've got over 100,000 gamer score. I was going to get a perfect 100 score on this game. And now I basically can't without starting over completely. And it's really frustrating, and I really need to share this with people. And I hate making negative videos. I really do, and I hope everybody understands that. Like, I don't like to complain about stuff, but like this, I don't know if anybody understands like what I did yesterday. Yesterday was my day off from work, and granted, I didn't have to work. I went and picked up the new Seven Dust CD, but literally, I woke up at 7 and I went to bed at 1, and I'm not the type that generally plays video games. Like, I play a lot of games, but like, I don't usually play that long, and I literally sat here all day and went from, I think, 50% completion, maybe even less, all the way to 99.2. And now that I'm at the end, I'm stuck. And I'm not going to be able to get 100 score. I'm not going to be able to get that last brick. And that's bullshit. It's just, I can't believe that we let developers do shit like this. I don't want another Lego game this year, and they're going to push out DLC for this game. I don't understand what they're doing. Like, this is one of the companies I trusted, because every Lego game so far, I mean, there's been little glitches here and there, but nothing like too out of the ordinary, anything I'm ever going to really hold them to. Character falls through the screen every once in a while. That type of thing happens. But, like, up until this point, TT was a trustworthy company. And now, I don't know if I can do that, because, I feel like you pushed out 3 games in, like, a 6-month period. And this game is the one that really rubs me the wrong way, because it wasn't necessary. Like, we just had Lego Marvel, we just had Lego the Movie, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind getting another Lego game right now, but when I look at it and see, well, there's only 2 movies on it, and the third one comes out later this year, and they're going to charge people to download that movie, I'm looking at a game in which they're normally getting $60 for, or even $50 for, and now all of a sudden they're going to probably release that DLC for, we'll say $15, maybe it'll be $10, but they're going to release DLC for this game, and it's going to be major DLC, and they're all of a sudden, getting more out of us. And I don't begrudge them their right to do that, Like, if that's what they want to do, then, by all means, I don't, I want to support this company, but if you're going to do it at the expense of, quality assurance and, did I turn on miniature characters? If you're going to do it at the expense of quality assurance, making sure that this game is made properly, that we're not going to run into situations where we literally spend hours and hours and hours of our life into this game, and we end up getting screwed in the end because somebody fucked up the code, was not looking, was asleep at the wheel. I don't know how this happens. Like, if I did this at my job, I get fired. Like, this just absolute lack of attention to detail. Like you don't release games that way. And there's another video, and I want to give a shout out to somebody here, because it's not often that I have to go to YouTube to look at other people's videos, but consistently, because I didn't feel like buying the book, which I don't normally do, but I would to make sure I can get everything in a Lego game. I want to give a shout out to AF Guides HD. This guy has a quest, or has a video for hide and seek in Lake Town, and honestly, it was getting late, and I just wanted to be done with it, so I started looking for it. And for the last couple items I was missing, because not only is there this glitch for my quest, but where is it? Treasure item detector does not work. It just does not work. It does not tell you anything. It doesn't tell you where they are. Usually there's an arrow telling you, hey, this is where it is. Flat out does not work. So there's another glitch, which is ridiculous. I'm so frustrated. But anyway, because of that, like, I had a couple items missing, and like you guys, I'm like, hey, I'll turn to YouTube, and consistently I probably watched like 6 of his videos, so I definitely want to give him props because he deserves it, and he looks like he's got a pretty good following, so it's very, very possible that you guys have seen his videos before too. I don't have the time or patience to put together the collectible videos, so I rely on other people just like you guys. So but anyway, my point being that I went to a video for his quest, and this is why I keep going back there and hoping that my brick is there, because he hadn't even, like, he walked up to do the quest, and the brick was just sitting there, and then he was able to do the quest again. Like, that's when a light bulb went off in my head. Holy cow, there's a problem here. That type of thing doesn't normally happen. So, I just can't believe this is the video that I'm making. That I'm the guy whose game is glitched. I've posted on a forum or two to see if anybody else has had this experience, but I don't know. I don't know what's happening or why this is happening. But for me, it's just so unfortunate that this is what Traveler's Tale is becoming. A company that is all about pushing games out and making money. This is what we complain about with Call of Duty, or let's even talk about Battlefield, one of my favorite games. That's what we're all complaining about with Battlefield, about how that game is just a mess, and it's because they just had to push the game out, and they just had to make sure that it got out before oh no, I'm stuck in here. This is awesome. I totally did that on purpose though. How they're pushing out games for the sake of just getting them out. Like, this is exactly what we're complaining about with Battlefield. And now Traveler's Tale is doing it for the sake of, hey, we'll just push out what we have done and we'll just release the rest as DLC because they'll buy it anyway. And I feel like that's taking advantage of your customer base. And I know these are, pretty strong words, but that's how I feel right now. I feel like I will buy your game even when I don't like the franchise you're making the game about. I bought Lord of the Rings, Lego Lord of the Rings, and I bought Lego The Hobbit, which I'm not even a fan of this franchise, which is part of the reason why I haven't necessarily completely enjoyed the experience as much as I did Lego Marvel or even Lego the Movie. Like, Lego the Movie was fun because there was a lot of, pop culture characters in it. But, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings are two stories, I apologize because I know there's a lot of fans out there, hardcore, true passionate fans of this franchise, but it's not my favorite franchise. And you know what? Both games have changed the way that I feel about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I feel like I understand them both a lot more now, and I enjoyed the games more than I enjoyed the movies. I fell asleep during the first Hobbit movie. I tried to watch it to research this game, so I could speak about it, somewhat intelligently, because I think that's part of what you guys enjoy about some of the videos I make, that I know what I'm talking about. And I fell asleep. And honestly, I went 2/3 of the way through the movie, and I just said, you know what? I don't care. I've seen enough. That'll do, So, man, I'm sorry, guys. This is terrible. And this is really not how I wanted this to end. I was so excited last night. So excited that I was about to be done. And I really can't believe that, I'm not going to be able to do this right. Do this the way that I want to. Do this the way that you guys know I do. I'm going to do a video of a look at all 98 characters in Lego The Hobbit, and I'm going to have 97. And I'm going to say, oh, and honestly, I'm still going to do it. It's going to be later tonight when I get home from work, because the video is probably going to be a little long. But I'm still going to do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up to here in Bree, and I'm going to say, hey, this is the 250th character right here, Gimli the blacksmith. Okay? I can't show you what he does because my game is glitched. But there he is. This is how you get him. And he looks like every other dwarf with a hammer. Because that's what he looks like. So, coincidentally, this is my favorite stud farming location. So if you are looking for studs and you have attract studs and any of the multipliers, just going in and out of that room and just walking around town is probably the fastest way for you to get your 10 billion studs. Because quite frankly, at this point, I'm making those 2 videos, and then I'm going to be done with this game. I might even sell this game. And I'm not really a video game seller, but I might sell this game. Then again, I'm also a sucker, and I'll probably, keep the game long enough to get the DLC when it comes out, because I'm a sucker. So, man, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to make negative videos, but, this shit is not okay with me. It's just not okay with me. We deserve better than this from our developers. They shouldn't be putting out games where they can just break, and that's what I feel happened here. This game is broken, and I don't know how they're gonna fix it. I just don't. And all those studs that were in here just disappeared because just broken game. I will say whatever they patched yesterday has definitely made the game run much smoother. There's no lag or anything. So maybe they'll see this video and there's hope that they will be able to figure out what's happening with that quest, and I can get it updated with a patch. I mean, I don't mean, like I said, if they do watch this video, I mean, this is not the video I wanted to make. You know, I didn't want to have to complain about this, but, you know, what can I do? This is all I got. You know, you guys, whatever you did, I know it's certainly not intentional. You don't want to put gamers out that do this, but whatever you did, just totally screwed everything up, and you know that's all there is to it. So in order to do what I was just showing you, you do have to go in and out of the blacksmith. The other places will not work. So happy stud farming. Alright guys, I'm going to see if I can push out my top 10 characters video and try to be a little enthusiastic about it before I get to work. I don't know if I have enough time, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. There's only 2 videos left for me, and we'll go from there. So, actually, I take that back. I do have a video for Sam Shearer. He had a way to you know farm mining locations that he said might have been patched, but I want him to know I wasn't ignoring his messages all day. I was just really focused on getting this done, you know, like really focused all day. Like that was my whole goal all day, was just to get this game done, and you know, just so frustrated. So I'm doing my usual talk in circles at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and close out shop on this video. J Shock Blast, and I hope you did not enjoy this video, because I certainly didn't enjoy making it. We will see you later.